The second part of Chapter 3 is going to start by focusing on the benefits of the internet channel. So in part 1 of Chapter 3, we discussed some benefits that were unique to the store channel. So hopefully you'll be able to see how these benefits differ for the consumer. So one of the biggest benefits of the internet channel is that as a retailer, you're able to offer a deeper and a broader selection of products. Stores and catalogs are limited by their physical size. So there are more colors, sizes, and brands available on a retailer's internet channel, which helps them satisfy consumer demand. Another benefit is the amount of information available. If you're shopping on the internet channel as a customer, you're able to solve problems regarding specific products by simply opening another tab and Googling a question you have, or looking up comparisons for other brands, other products, or other retailers. In a store, you are only able to ask questions of the associates of that store, and the answers are limited by their knowledge. A third benefit of the internet channel is personalization. On the internet, there are more options for you to personalize the merchandise that you're buying. Now, we have seen personalization enter the store channel, but it's still more readily available on the internet channel. So look around the room right now and look to see if you have anything with your initials, your name, and maybe a group you're involved in on campus. All of those are personalized items that potentially were purchased on the internet channel. Another benefit of the internet channel is an expanded market presence. It is nearly impossible to have store locations everywhere, unless you're Walmart. But for most retailers, you can't have a retail store in all of the markets in which you wish to sell products. So having an internet channel allows you to reach consumers in other areas, and it reduces the time that consumers have to travel to get to you to get the unique merchandise that you sell. Some people argue that a benefit of the internet channel is that it does offer an improved shopping experience. One thing the internet channel can do really well is store your purchase information and your history. So you can go in and buy it again, or buy similar items, or buy complementary items. So some of this clickstream data that's collected on the internet allows customers to make better purchases to meet their needs. That clickstream data, by the way, also helps retailers understand their shoppers. That way they can improve the internet channel to meet the needs. So those are the main benefits of the internet channel. I do want to talk for a second about mobile apps. Mobile internet channel benefits kind of fall into this category. Apps are a piece of the internet channel, and they're designed specifically to improve a customer's shopping experience on a small screen. So I want you to take a look at your phone real quick and count how many retail apps that you have. And I bet you'll be very surprised at the number of apps that allow you to make purchases that you do have downloaded on your phone. All of those would be considered retail apps. So let's get a discussion going in the Chapter 3 discussion boards and talk about the number of apps you have. I counted mine this morning, and I have 14 apps that are retail apps on my phone. So let's see who has the most retail apps on their phone. Something for you to think about when you are comparing in-store shopping and internet shopping. When you shop through the internet channel, how much time do you spend browsing versus buying? And when you shop in a store, how much time do you spend browsing versus buying? I think you'll find that the time spent browsing versus buying is very different depending on the channel in which you're shopping in as a consumer. So think about that process, why it's different, and consider how that impacts the retailer. Post your thoughts in the Chapter 3 discussion boards, and I'll answer the questions after you guys get some thoughts posted. The last topic for Chapter 3 is talking about the benefits that multi-channel retailers have over single-channel retailers, and then we'll also look at the challenges that face those multi-channel retailers. The benefit to having multiple channels is that you do reach larger audiences. Another benefit is that you can use your channels to promote your other channels. How many times have you been in a store and saw a sign that said, "For more colors or more sizes, visit our website"? That's very common. Also, on the website, you might see links or pop-ups that say, "Visit us in store" to receive a certain benefit. A benefit for multi-channel retailers is that they get to use their stores as warehouses. Some retailers, especially smaller retailers, will use their stores to hold the merchandise that they're selling on their website, so they don't have to go out and rent space at a distribution center in order to store that merchandise they're selling. So those are the benefits. Now let's talk about a couple challenges that retailers do have to face. The first is being able to provide an integrated shopping experience and consistent brand image for their customers. Customers today demand a seamless shopping experience through all channels. Store-based retailers often have different operations team than an internet channel, which creates some hiccups in the process for the customer. So as a multi-channel retailer, you want to make sure the shopping experience is the same regardless of what channel the customer is shopping on. In terms of the brand image, you want to create that consistent brand image so that customers recognize the brand regardless of where they're shopping and how they get their information. So the colors, the fonts, styles should all be the same across your channels. Another challenge is a merchandise assortment. It becomes a problem for your store if you are stocking too much inventory. And then also, when you have online sales, it becomes difficult to restock returns. And so you often end up with a different assortment of merchandise on your website than you have in your store, which, again, can create some confusion for the customer. So you just have to be very careful about the assortments that you're offering and how you're stocking those. And we'll talk more about that when we get to Chapter 12, our product chapter, later this semester. A third challenge is pricing. Customers expect prices to be the same across retail channels. However, retailers have difficulty setting those prices because of channel-specific competition or channel-specific costs. On your web channel, your internet channel, generally prices are lower than what you might find in store. And the reason is that your web channel is more competitive with Amazon. So sometimes prices are a little bit lower online than what you would find in the store for the same product on the same day. The last challenge I want to introduce you to is channel migration. Channel migration happens when a customer searches for information on one channel and makes a purchase through another. The most common form of channel migration is showrooming, which is when a customer searches in store and goes online for the cheapest price. So let's say you're Best Buy, a category specialist selling electronics, and you have a customer come in who spends 1 hour trying out different computers. And so during that hour, they test 5 individual computers. They type, they use the keyboard, they might touch a touch screen. They are also talking to your sales associate, asking information about the products and how they compare and what the best features are and why they should choose one over the other. And then they leave your store, they go online and they buy the product from Amazon.com or from a competing retailer who is selling the product for a few dollars less. What's the problem there? I want you to think about that and why showrooming and channel migration is such an issue, and post your thoughts in the discussion board for Chapter 3. After we get a discussion going, I'll chime in and give you some information on why showrooming and channel migration is such an issue, especially for those store retailers. One last discussion question that I want you to think about and talk about in the discussion board is whether or not multi-channel retailers should offer the same assortment of merchandise at the same price on both their website and in their stores. So talk about that, and we will regroup in the discussion board for Chapter 3.